What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not new, so this is going to be my review of Dead Space. I did recently just complete the game. That game is on my channel currently. You can view it in the playlist. I will have that playlist linked in the description or a pinned comment. There will be a supercut coming, so if you're not interested in the full playthrough, you can watch a supercut. It's a little bit shorter. It does have some editing to it, but this is the review for Dead Space. So first, we're going to start off with like graphics and visuals. Now, one of the good things about this game is that it does have good graphics and visuals in 2025. That is when I played the game. Now, the game came out in 2008. This is the original version, not the remastered version. I had it on my Steam wish list, or I had it on Steam for a very long time. That's why I didn't buy the remastered version. I already had it. I hadn't played it yet. Now, I would give the graphics an 8 out of 10. However, because there's a remastered version that has updated graphics, and I have not played it, but because there is one, I'm gonna have to take off a couple points just for the simple fact that there is a remaster. So I'm gonna end up giving it a 6 out of 10. But the graphics are not bad. When I was playing it, I definitely, I didn't look at the graphics saying, "Hey, man, I don't know if I can do this in 2025." They were still very good. Gameplay and mechanics. I did enjoy the gameplay. Some of the mechanics were slightly annoying. It taking a few seconds for you to you had to hit B and you'd get like a quest notification on where you're supposed to go. It felt slightly clunky for me personally. It took a minute for it to engage. The UI was nice. It felt unique. I have never seen a UI like that. Wasn't the easiest to use. And then also, I really did not like the fact that you had to stop moving in order to reload your weapon. I did get used to it, but that was pretty annoying right off the bat. But overall, it's not a bad game as far as gameplay mechanics. I'm going to rate it a 7. As far as like the story, I did enjoy the story. I thought it was pretty good. Now, I don't play a lot of horror games just in general. This is probably one of my first horror games that I played all the way through. But the story was good. Maybe if I play more horror games in the future, if that's what you guys want to see, then I can get a little bit more context behind this. But I did like the story. It was paced pretty well. The game, I felt, took long enough to get through the story without feeling rushed. So I'm gonna rate the story a 9 out of 10. Next is the sound and the music. This game did a very good job with the sound and the music, the horror sounds, the creepy music that was playing. There wasn't a lot of static or what's the word I'm looking for? When the NPCs were talking to you, there wasn't a lot of issues with their voice actors. I did enjoy it. So, I mean, there's not really much to go on the sound. It was pretty consistent all the way throughout. So I'm just going to give that a 9 out of 10. The performance of the game itself, I never once had an issue with the game crashing. I never had any performance issues whatsoever. So this is a really easy category for me. I'm just going to give this a 10. Never once crashed, never once had any issues. That's a 10 for me. Replayability. So this game, it was good, but I had no desire to play the game again. You can play the game again. It does have a new game plus feature. I had no desire to play it again. Even though it wasn't a very long game, I knew what had happened. Some games that I really enjoy that are like my best of the best, I feel like I want to play them again right after. I didn't get that with this game. So replayability for me is going to get a 5. The immersion and the atmosphere. Okay, so this is kind of like a double-edged sword. I felt like in the beginning of the game, the immersion in the atmosphere was definitely there. I don't like horror games. Like I don't like being scared. The game definitely pulled me into the atmosphere. It was very dark. It was gritty. There were creepy sounds, monsters popping up, giving me a heart attack every now and then. But with that being said, the later on you get into the game, I feel like the game got overall brighter, and it didn't make me feel the same way as I did when I was first starting the game. Also, I think that they may have, and once again, I don't know for a fact, but I think they may have made some slight adjustments in the remastered version of Dead Space. So I was going to give this a 7 for the whole immersion and atmosphere, but I think because there is also with the graphics section, I think I'm going to take a couple points off for the fact that it does have a remaster. So that's going to get a 5 from me. Next is innovation. Now, this game came out in 2008. I am playing it in 2025. Also, I am not a big horror fan. I don't play a lot of horror games. I would like to play some more horror games. Kind of. I don't want to get a heart attack or anything. But I feel like this is probably a unique game, especially for 2008. I can't think of any games. I mean, I don't really play a lot of horror games, so probably isn't the best section for me to review. But as far as uniqueness and the innovation, I think I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I think that's a fair valuation. Speaking of valuation, the last category is going to be value. So value is all about price and what you get out of the game. Now, I played the 2008 version, like I've said a million times, and I had this on my Steam wishlist for a very long time. Or not on my wishlist, sorry, in my library. I bought it a very long time ago. I can't remember what price I bought it at, but I think now you can get it for about $10. And I think this game for about $10, what you get, I'm going to give the value a 9 out of 10. It's in 2025. If you have not played this game, I would give it a 9. Now, the remaster. As far as I remember, that was a full price game. I seen some screenshots of what the game looked like graphic wise. If it's for full price in 2025, being as though how good I think the 2008 version plays in 2025, I'm gonna have to give the remaster a value of a 5 out of 10, unfortunately. All right, so now for like my overall review, my rating, and how I feel about the game. So if you are playing the 2008 version with my valuation, that comes out to a 7.7 out of 10. And if you're playing the remaster version for closer to full price in 2025, that's about a 7.3. So it's not too far off. I would definitely recommend this game if you have not played it. If you have the extra money, or it comes on a pretty steep discount, I would say $20 or less, then I would say just go ahead and get the remastered version if you haven't played the game. If you're on a tighter budget, then you can definitely easily pick up the 2008 version on a Steam sale for $5 to $10. And I think it's definitely worth playing, whether you play the remaster or the 2008. If you've never played it before, it's not going to be mind-blowing. It's probably not going to be your favorite game ever. I understand if it is some people's favorite game ever, because it does have a series. There's Dead Space 2 and 3 that I have not checked out yet. But for the standalone 2008 game, I think a 7.7 or a 7.3 out of 10. I think that's a fair evaluation 2025. And I definitely think that if you have not played it, you probably should. If you've already played the 2008 version, probably not much sense in you buying the remastered version, unless of course it is one of like your favorite games, then that's a different story. But that's my evaluation. That is my review on Dead Space. I did enjoy the game. I would recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. If you guys want to check out my playthrough, you can watch the playlist, which has everything, very little edits. If you're not interested in that, you can always watch my supercut that has more edits and it's more digestible. I hope you guys enjoy the videos. If you like the content, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Until next time, I'm the Grinch and I'm out.